musicians of his caliber that I've ever met, and put two of us together on stage playing guitar, and it's basically free reign.
Wow. Dead on Time would have been a good song to put on this album, though. Dead on Time would have been great.
That'd be good.
Except for Metallica did a Queen song.
Yeah,
Stone Cold Crazy.
Stone Cold Crazy.
Yeah. Going back to the spaghetti incident, you did a Dead Boys tune, a band out of Cleveland originally with Stiv Bators, called "Ain't It Fun," which is a real kicker on this record.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about it earlier. That's the lyrics to that song pretty much sum up where we come from as a band, like especially on the surface.
Or things that we've been through, stupid mistakes we've made.
And when I hear it, I just go, okay, check. Yeah, that's right.
It was also a tribute to Stiv, and Mike Monroe, who guest sings on the song from the band Hanoi Rocks, was a really good friend of Stiv's, and he turned me on to a bunch of Dead Boy stuff. I already knew the song, and it was the song I liked, and then he got me all these tapes and things, and then I was like, well, why don't we just play it? And it was kind of like a tribute for him, because it was really hard on Mike and other people in his life when Stiv did pass away.
Ain't It Fun? Guns N' Roses.
Conchita.
Ain't It Fun? From Guns N' Roses off the Spaghetti Incident. You quoted that line at, I think it was on the liner notes to Use Your Illusion 1, right at the end of everything. It just, Ain't It Fun, Stiv Bators. So.
Yeah, that's why it was on the end of Use Your Illusion. It's kind of like a little hint, because we did that on the first album, too. We gave a hint from You Could Be Mine.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking over the last couple of years about the way that Use Your Illusion sounded, and how it was like a different kind of direction for us. And I'm going, no, it wasn't. We do it whatever. And we recorded this stuff, which is really raw. And they go, oh, that's a great departure. And I'm like, we did that one.
We did it at the same time. It's just different songs.
Right. We're going back to the phones now. Albany, Georgia is where we're headed. Kelly's listening to us on Rock 104 in Tallahassee, Florida. Kelly, you're on with Axl and Slash.
Hey, Axl. Hey, Slash. How's it going?
Hey,
it's going great.
I've been a fan for quite some time now, and I really love you guys.
Oh.
I heard that y'all were making a home video explaining the trilogy and other past videos. I was just wondering what all it contained and when it would be released.
That's expensive.
Well, we released a making of for Don't Cry and one for November Rain, and we're making one for Estranged. Actually, Estranged isn't in some ways a part of the trilogy. It's more like part 4. Part 3 was a mutual self-destruction of the couple that was in November Rain. And, someone had other plans, and we were in a position where something we had worked on for 5 years had to be rewritten to kind of transcend it. So it's a video about transcendence of a real-life situation that didn't have a whole lot to do with the story that was intended. And actually, I'm kind of glad we made this video instead of the one we were going to make. To know about the story that was in November Rain, you'll have to wait on Dell's book, and it's a story called Without You.
Cool. Look forward to that. Thanks for the question.
The Language of Fear.
Philadelphia is where we're off to. 94 YSP is the station. And Phil, you're on Rockline with Axl and Slash.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Phil.
What was the inspiration behind Civil War, and how did it end up on the Benefit album, Nobody Shout?
It ended up on the Benefit album because Tom Petty called me and asked me, which was really weird, asked me if George Harrison could call me. And then George Harrison called me, and we were talking, and all of a sudden he started talking about his wife flying to Bangladesh, and it just, all of a sudden my mind was just like, boom, hyperspace. I'm talking to a Beatle.
Wow.
And he was being very Beatle-esque, talking about Bangladesh.
Yeah, of course.
It was pretty wild. They asked for the song, and the inspiration was a friend wanted me to write a song about just how crazy the world is and certain things. And I just thought it was an interesting subject, and just Slash had this music, and it exactly fit what I had written.
Yeah, that was on the...
There's something very unnerving about having George Harrison around, let me tell you.
I can imagine.
He came to my house once and I was with his kid, and I was like, oh. And I should have brought the picture with me that he left, this Indian picture. It's hilarious.
Wow.
But it meant a lot to him to leave it. It's funny.
Plus, I was trying to be the fifth Wilbury, so...
Fifth Will, that's right.
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
was working.
All right, Phil, thanks for the call. It's time to start sending in your postcards for your chance to win one of our brand new 1994 edition Rockline AT&T calendars signed by the guests that appear on the show during the month of January. 94 calendars feature a new design that includes the glimpse of our spacious, beautiful Hollywood Rockline studios, to which we are ensconced.
They are big,
aren't they? To be eligible to win one of these highly coveted calendars, simply put your name, address, and the station you're listening to right now on a postcard and mail it to 1994 Rockline Calendar, P.O. Box 4383, Hollywood, California 90078. The 94 Rockline calendars are brought to you, as always, by AT&T. We help put your world within reach. Back with more from Guns N' Roses in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody. By the way, everybody who gets on the air tonight with either Axl or Slash from Guns N' Roses will receive an autographed copy of the Spaghetti Incident, courtesy of Geffen Records. And
we actually signed them.
Yeah, and I was here to witness it. We go back to the phones now. Lansing, Michigan is where we're headed. Q106 is the station. Shannon, you're on Rockline with Guns N' Roses.
Hi, Slash.
Hey.
Hey, Axl. I almost love you.
Almost.
Almost. Well, I don't know you in person, so.
Don't love me. People that do it usually cost me lawsuits.
Well, I won't do that.
Sound depressing. No way.
I don't want to be loved.
What's your question, Shannon?
I just wanted to know in what musical direction maybe we can expect our next CD or CDs may go.
I'm about to hear tonight.
Yeah, no, that's too much pressure. As far as musical direction with the band really has to do with what the band, what we do as a group or as an organization of people. The six of us constitute.
And then I throw in the wrench.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's really simple, and it's a lot less complicated than most of the public thinks.
Okay, how about compared to Illusions, the direction will be a shorter direction.
Shorter. There you go. Well, that gives us a hint. Shannon, thanks for the call. Sarah,
that was no answer.
It was close enough.
It'll be what we think is good at the present. That's all.
Well, it's been 3 years almost since the last original material.
Yeah, but we weren't dicking around. We did tour for 2.5 of those.
Well, that's true.
Just to set that straight.
Yeah, you did have a real job.
You're getting defensive.
Sarah's in Woodstock, Connecticut, listening to 107.3 WAAF in Boston, Massachusetts. Sarah, you have a question for Axl or Slash?
Yeah, actually both of them, whoever wants to answer. I'd like to know what you guys like to do on your spare time when you're not in the studio recording.
Slash feeds snakes.
You have quite a pet collection.
Yeah,
I don't know if you call them pets, but
to tell you the truth, I most of the time I spend, as far as free time is just working with gun stuff. It's a never-ending thing. He would say the same thing. It's like
it's like we there's no real split between business and personal things, so it's still Guns N' Roses. I mean, I don't know when we'll go out again. We're aiming at 96, and we'll probably be doing a lot of recording and trying to put a lot of things out between now and then. Yeah. But we're still trying to move ahead and just keep this moving as hard as we can.
Yeah.
So there's not really a whole lot of free time. I mean, now and then you kick back, watch a movie or something. But other than that, it's just trying to keep your life together.
Yeah.
And people from taking it away.
There hasn't been any nude horseback riding or...
No, none of that, huh?
Damn,
really?
No, I'm really working on my boogie boarding style.
Sarah, thanks for the call. We were talking about George Harrison earlier, and...
Sorry, we're a drag.
And we're going to play the Paul McCartney tune, Live and Let Die, that you recorded. And it's funny because you were talking about Axl when you met Paul, and
he came up and it's like some guy goes, "Are you gonna get another tattoo, mate?" And I wasn't feeling very good, and I just kind of thought, "Oh, great, another." Okay, jerk. I'll use that word. And I look up and it's Paul McCartney. He was like, "No way." And I was like, "You look pretty relaxed." And he was like, "Up until about 2 minutes before the show."
Wow.
Then it hits.
There it is, Guns N' Roses. This from Use Your Illusion 1, Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die from Guns N' Roses, who we are spending 90 minutes with on our first show of the 1994 season here on Rockline. We're going to take it down to Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee. Sean's listening to us on Rock 103 in Memphis. Sean, you're on.
Hey.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, man, I'm tripping here.
Okay.
Literally? Are you
My
literally?
question's for Slash. I was wondering what kind of an influence Joe Perry had on you.
Oh, in the days when I really started playing guitar and getting into that whole thing, amongst other guitar players, Aerosmith and Joe Perry and Brad Whitford were a definite influence. Because it's just the coolest, most screwed up band in the world. You know, it gave me a path to follow, no matter how wandering it might be.
And they're still here to tell the tale, man. Yeah.
They love to tell you about it.
I bet. Thanks, Sean, for the call. We're going to talk to Wheezy. Wheezy is in Austin, Texas, listening to KLBJ FM 94. Wheezy, you're on with Axel and Slash.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Holmes?
Listen, man, the spaghetti incident.